This is the stamp in here.
Well, it's in there, yeah. It's protected pretty well.
This little stamp, called the 1 cent magenta, is so precious, owner Stuart Weitzman can barely show it to us. This is what it looks like up close. It's said to be, when you account for size and weight, the most valuable object in the world.
And the only one of its kind in the world.
Well, I keep hoping that. It would be quite a shock if someone came up with another one.
The 1 cent magenta was printed in one of the British colonies more than 150 years ago.
That one is a stamp of Susan B. Anthony.
Author and New York Times reporter James Barron says it was all but forgotten until a 12-year-old boy discovered one of the stamps in his uncle's basement in 1873. It was 1952. Weitzman was 10 years old when he learned about the stamp from none other than Donald Duck. In a comic book, which now also is at the Smithsonian, Donald Duck launches one of his schemes to get rich quick, the hunt for the 1 cent magenta.
He goes to the jungles of British Guiana to try to find this relic, and I don't know how he ended up, but obviously I got the stamp. He didn't.
Weitzman grew up collecting stamps in Queens, New York.
I don't know today how kids collect stamps.
But his stamp book had one prominent hole, a spot for the 1 cent magenta. In 2014, it went to auction. And Weitzman, who later would sell his shoe empire to Coach for $500 million, bought it so the world could see this one-of-a-kind treasure. But first, he had to get it to the Smithsonian.
You know how I brought the stamp to Washington?
No, how?
In my sock.
You did?
Where else was I going to put it?
$9.5 million. That little piece of paper in your sock. That's how you got it to this museum.
Yeah, it is one of a kind. What else could it be? And it was hidden for 150 years.